Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. It's Friday. It's good times. It's good times. It's good times. But please, guys, like I always say, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, guys. It's really important when you subscribe. We are past 900. We're almost at 1,000, guys. We almost there. Please subscribe. Let your family, friends, whoever subscribe. Share the channel. You know what to do, but I trust you. I trust my 920 loyal subscribers. I trust you very much. But yeah, guys, today we jump into the Ngcobo. Chiefs trying to get Ngcobo to renew his contract, and the Carling Cup. Like what we think of the game. I already started talking about it yesterday. But yeah, today I'll talk about that, and maybe I'll touch on Nomuli Finseki. I'll see. Because he's been talking a lot this week. And sometimes this guy just talks in jail for days saying nothing. But yeah, let's start with the Carling Cup. Carling Cup, what I want to see. And yeah, let me start with what I want to see. If you had to ask me, hey Baba, what is your perfect starting lineup? How do you want to see? I'll start like this. Number one, uh, I know a lot of people will say, no, not that one, etc., etc. But me, Peterson, I would start Peterson. Why do I want to start Peterson? I have an issue with the Tumile Nkune. Ukune is a very good keeper, but crosses, Bafetu crosses, guys. Ukune Zampala. He can't judge them. He runs too early, then it goes over his head, then he has to like foster to a. And in games like this, it's one of those games where a team can win with the back post header. So if your keeper is sleeping with those crosses, it's like that. 89 minutes, someone headers the ball because the keeper decided to come out of the pole. So it's that kind of game. A cup game is like that. Sometimes it's not won by the team that plays nice football or whatever. Sometimes it's won by a team that is useless the whole game, but then they win. So that's why I'll say Peterson. Left back, Dove. Look, Dove should be back from his international duties. He got his red card for Mozambique. But yeah, I think he should be ready. Ditlokwe, centre back. And I would play Msimango, me personally. I'm talking for me. As Msimango. Right back, look, Frosler has not done anything for us to, that's the thing about us, for supporters, and just a lot of us. We already pushing for Solomons to go into the starting lineup because we know what Solomons can give us. But guys, let's be honest. What has Frosler done to say he must not be in the squad? If anything, he has stopped so many attacks from other teams. Yes, in the past two games, those two goals, I think against Sundowns or Shalulile, and I forgot the other one, with Cape Town City, he could have stopped the player from crossing. But a lot of the times he does what he does. He forces the player out wide. He tries to force the player, and then this player somehow get that cross in that moment, and that happens with all defenders. I think we saw with Umudao playing for Bafana. He can only do so much with Uzaha. He can stop him and everything, but at some point Uzaha will get a cross in, or whoever is versing will get a cross in, and it's that time when your team is prepared. But if the guy gets only one cross in the whole game in, and then they score from that, then you are now gonna blame Frosler. It's not fair. Number 6, as defensive midfielder, it must be Mteto. Mteto must be the defensive midfielder, number 6. He must be there. Then in front of him, Matlo. Matlo has to be there. Matlo has to be there. I'll tell you what I think is what I would play. And yeah, Matlo has to be there. Another number 10. This one is the controversial one, but it depends on if Castro is back. I mean, not Castro. Hey, listen to me saying Castro. If Castillo is back. If Castillo is back, start Castillo. There, or someone would even say start Dolly there. I don't know where you would play Castillo, but start Dolly there. Maybe start start Castillo there, and then after that, maybe start Dolly on the left wing. Maybe to rest Modi a bit. Maybe start Dolly on the left wing to bring in crosses. Because one thing's for sure, guys, Dolly's crosses are so important. We can't just have them in the second half. And in the second half, we only make substitutions in the 60th minute. So a part of me feels in a cup game we need the best delivery in the box, and Dolly is that. So maybe start Dolly on the left. The difficult part is Castillo and Dolly. A lot of people will say, look, if Castillo is going to arrive at the Kaizer Chiefs village late because of his international travels, then I say start Dolly. The guy's gonna be jet lagged and all those things, so he won't be in his best shape. So maybe start Dolly as the number 8 next to Matlo. And then second half you can bring in Castillo maybe for Matlo, or yeah, like that. Left wing, like I say, you could start Dolly if you wanted to. But yeah, so left wing, who would I start on the left wing? If I now say Dolly is, yeah, let's just say Dolly is playing and Castillo is not playing. If Dolly is playing, I would start, maybe I'll start Modi. Maybe I'll start Modi and then have Botani on the right and then have Dupreez as the striker, or start Dupreez on the right, have Gonzalez as the striker, and then maybe you can then have I don't want to start Sahile in the game. That is the thing. He's the easiest player for me to say start, but I don't want him to start in this game. I want him to come in the second half when defenders are tired. But yeah, maybe a striking front three if Castillo is playing off Dolly, Gonzalez, and Dupree. I feel like Dolly has a lot of supply. Yeah, there'll just be a lot of supply, So that's one thing I would say there. If I had to be, now that's me saying these are the people who could definitely play. But if I had to switch things up a bit, just slightly a bit, I would rest Castillo for this game and start Shabalala as the number 8 next to Matlo, and then play Dolly on the left. And then play Dolly on the left, and then play Dupree on the right, and maybe Gonzalez a strike. Or maybe I'll switch it up and make Dupree striker and then Botani on the right, because we want to have some pace. Because yeah, we haven't seen enough of Gonzalez. But yeah, guys, that's my team. What team do I think they're gonna have? They're probably gonna have Peterson, Dove, Ditlokwe, Ngcobo, and Msimango. I don't know. Frostline most probably will play for Monteki if now I'm predicting Tseki's lineup. Then defensive midfielder Mtetwa. Right, left mid will probably be Matt, and then maybe even Castillo, because this guy loves Matt. So a part of me feels like we don't need Matt in a knockout game like this. Let's put striking players. But yeah, that's probably what he'll do. Nteke, he loves his Matt. So a part of me feels like Matt will make the starting lineup, but I'm scared of that. Yeah, what do I think of the Nkosi Ngcobo thing? I'm going to be very honest, and a lot of you won't like this. I feel Ngcobo should not sign the deal now. His contract expires end of June, but I don't feel he should sign it now. He should play a card of saying, pay me more money, or I'm going overseas like Blom. I feel like it should be, and I know a lot of you are about, hey, ha, he, ho, but guys, Ngcobo is not playing. So why would he accept to be paid a little bit of money, whereas teams like Pirates and Sundowns and obviously overseas teams want him? So that's why I would say to Ngcobo. I would say to Ngcobo and his representatives, he must say, he must go to Chiefs management and say, look, I am not playing. You guys don't play me. I sit on the bench all the time. So I have to either leave the team and go find a place where I'm going to play, or I must get paid more money to be happy to sit on the bench. It's simple like that. I won't accept small money to sit on the bench, and then I have to stay at Chiefs until 2027, because that's what they want. They want to give him a new 3-year contract, which will keep until 2027. So I'll tell them, guys, either pay the money or I go and find a new team, because at the end of the day, I don't even play at Chiefs, so I might as well go and try outside. So I wouldn't sign it. Me, if you had to ask me as someone who's thinking purely for Ngcobo, not for Kaizer Chiefs, purely for Ngcobo, I'd say don't sign. But if I'm thinking as a Chiefs player, I'd say sign, because maybe we'll get a new coach who knows how to use Ngcobo better. But like I'm saying, if he had to walk into if I had to bump into him and give him advice, I'll say, hey boy, it's your career. Your talent is getting wasted here. They don't know how to use you. They are not planning for their best players. They just bring people to play their own football. Good coaches get the best out of their best players. And if they can't get the best out of you, it's a problem. Before I end, I would like to say subscribe to the channel, subscribe. But before I end, I'll say this. Mulevensiki talks a lot. He tells us, good, yeah, the strikers, it's mentality, what. Hey, Baba, you have a psychological coach and all of those things. The striker problem is simple. Don't have a striker coach. Tell Chiefs to hire a striker coach. It's as simple as that. Why do you guys wanna? It's like telling a striker coach is such a sensitive position. It so much has to go into being a striker. So it's like telling a specialist, a doctor who specializes in the brain, thinking that a doctor who specializes in the heart can go fix a brain problem. No, guys. We need specialists for our striker. We do not need Mulefensik is not a specialist of scoring. Others one is not a specialist of scoring. Dylan Shepard is not a specialist of scoring. No one in the Chiefs technical team is a specialist coach of scoring goals. These guys may have played as wingers and whatnot, but they have not taken out a specialist striker. No, they've all suffered the same thing. Strikers who can't score. They need a specialist striking coach. That is what we need. So Chiefs must stop being dumb. Stop thinking that they can solve one coach can solve all problems. One coach can't solve all problems, guys. That's why we need a striker coach. Let me say this. If Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, Rashford, and all these guys have striker coaches, what makes you think that a South African coach who is not a striker coach can do better than teams who have the best strikers in the world but still have striker coaches for these guys so that they can actually work on finishing? But Tina here, we think Patla, a miracle will happen and Dupree will wake up with 30 goals. No, guys, no. Invest in your players, invest in your stars. To invest in your strikers, Sailem, Dupree, Matlo, Duba, all Gonzalez, all of these guys can score goals. We know all of them have goals in them, but they need a striker coach. They don't need Mulifenseki, they don't need Zwane, they don't need Dylan Shepard, they don't need Kevin Johnson, they don't need anyone. They need a striker coach. Get a striker coach, man, and stop wasting our time, man. Hey, guys, please subscribe to the channel before I get angry at these guys with Kaizer Chiefs. Like a simple thing. Like, you know what? It's like saying, I don't have water. There's a tap there. Go get the water by the tap. No, let me squeeze it out of this stone. Why would you try squeeze water out of a stone when there's a mpompi lap? Come on, man.